Hi everyone, it's Giuliano here from Unique Creations and Wizardom Projects. Raining here. I'm in between my driving jobs. It's wet and cold compared to the heat and humidity I was just last week in Bali and Thailand. So with my holidays, sometimes you just go for a holiday, usually with family and things, but often when I go by myself, my holidays can be highs, lows, and lots of learnings. I don't know why they happen to be there. They're like little quests. And this, when I went 2 years to America and Mexico, it was a solo quest and going to some special places and just exploring after not being able to travel for a few years. This trip, I wanted a more trip of connection, to connect with people. And I did connect with some people, but if you know manifestation, you've got to be more specific. And yes, I did get connections, but not many sort of deep and heartfelt connections. Some more blasé, or you connect with people and they give you nothing, or maybe I didn't give them much. But so I know, because our voice counts, and especially me, who's a messenger and a speaker, performer, when I speak out into the world and to the universe, God, I need to be more specific. And we on the trip, the Bali part, with that week in Bali, I loved. I stayed in Ubud, in the sort of jungle mountainous area. Bali's very close, only a bit over 5 hours, so I will go back in the future. There was all the beach and seaside areas I didn't go, so I'll be back to Bali. My highlights with Bali were the Mount Batur early morning walk. That was a special, beautiful place, and lots of energy. Did a little meditation up there, and then towards the end I did a three temple. It was a private tour because it's not easy to get tours when you. I was hoping to do more group tours, and I've done in the past, but for some reason Bali, everything was private tours. So I was lucky. The Mount Batur, I connected with a few other people so I could share the experience. But the 3 temple tour was special. Just connected with my local driver who took me around. So that was Bali, a beautiful experience. Thailand was more challenging. Thailand was more to visit my friend Trisha and her partner Mihail in Koh Phangan, and the highlight of that trip was connecting with them. A beautiful beach party and drumming on the beach. It rained a bit, but it didn't matter. We went undercover, and then we had a meal afterwards. That was the highlight of Koh Phangan. The rest of Koh Phangan and a few other little connections. But I found, because I went to live in their little community, and it was a bit challenging because I love my own space. I've lived alone for so many years. Living with other people was a bit hard in basic facilities, but I did my best, and to connect in that community. But it was challenging, and the transport, which I was warned about from my friend, and that it's all, you need a motorbike or a car, but I didn't know. I knew that, but I thought, the taxi would be reasonable, but I didn't have my license with me, or I didn't. In the future, I will I will get an international car license in case, because I didn't feel like driving because I'm a driver in my day job, but I took it. I will get it in the future, and so that was one of the learnings. And I did my best, and I walked in nearby towns, and I did take the taxi once. I got a few dropped off from my friends once or twice as well. So yeah, the transport, it was a bit isolating, that little island. I went to one or two events. So those were the challenges with Koh Phangan. And then I stayed there about 5 or 6 days. And then I went to Koh Samui, where my flight would come from. And Koh Samui was more rest and relaxation. It was near a shopping centre. I'm not used to chilling or relaxing on trips. I like to explore. I'm an adventurer. But I think I'm in a rest cycle. For those human design, I'm a manifester. I'm in a rest cycle at the moment, not really creating anything. And I really needed that rest and not be always do. So I had a break from my driving job. I had a break from Wizardom and Unique Creations. The only time was on Koh Phangan. I did write the first draft of my last song for the upcoming album. So that was beautiful to sit on the beach in the good energy. And so that was so in those 5 days in Koh Samui, I had a good rest, except the one day in the middle of the week on Wednesday, I did the tour to Anthong National Marine Park. That was amazing. I had my first beach swim in over a year. Did some walking and that was a highlight of Koh Samui. And there was even mentioned the unusual Miss Thailand heats for the local area. That was interesting as well. And some of the other challenges on the trip, as I finish up with this video, were the cancelled flights. Rescheduled flights weren't great. I had to stay 13 hours in Phuket when I was ready to go home. I just sat on a beach near the airport and just chilled and got a massage because I didn't feel like exploring. I was done with the trip and ready to go home. Then I had to go via Sydney to Melbourne. That was cancelled. I got to reschedule. And I use my Qantas frequent flyer points for the end flights, and I know there was no flexibility in the booking, so I will use points, but I'll probably use it on the way and then leave the home leg flexible in the flight. So it was a good restful trip. Went to some beautiful sacred sites. Had rest recuperation, had some challenges with transport, living in a community when I'm used to living by myself, and flight issues and cancellations and things. So that was my journey to Bali and Thailand, hoping to go another trip with family later in the year where I won't be or as much alone. But yeah, that's my Bali and Thailand learnings, highlights and challenges. So I still love travel even when I get challenged. It doesn't deter me. I'm happy to be home to reconnect with family later in the week, and I miss my niece and nephew, and I look forward when my creative urges and to start bringing new music and products and services and even looking later in the year or to start investing soon, create more income streams, and possible house move later in the year, needing a change of scenery soon. So that's it from me, from my Bali, Thailand trip. I'm the Harmonic Wizard, Wizardom. Follow your magic.